Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Learn with Art. Now the next topic to be discussed is simplification of grammar. So that is nothing but CFG. So first we'll see why there is need of simplification of grammar. Okay, so as we have seen how to draw DFAs or any finite automata, then at first time we are trying to take the states as well as number of transitions. Okay, so when we get required output, then it may contain the number of states that are performing the same tasks, or there may be redundancy in number of states as well as number of transitions. Okay, so if there are number of states or transitions performing the same tasks, then we have to observe the such states as well as transitions, then we should remove them. Okay, so that is nothing but the process of simplification of simplification of finite automata, as we have already done in case of minimization of finite automata. Okay, so as we have minimized finite automatas, like that only we have to simplify the given grammar. So while writing any grammar, we have introduced some of the variables or some of the productions that are already there, which are performing tasks of other variables. Okay, means two or more variables can be there that are useless, or we can say that are that resembles the other variables present in the same set of productions. Okay, so we have to observe such set of productions as well as such set of variables, or maybe a number of input symbols also there. So we have to observe such things, and we have to remove them, and the resultant grammar will be simplified grammar. Okay, so this is nothing but the process of simplification of grammar. Okay, so the basic simplification process includes three main steps. Okay, so first is nothing but the removal of useless symbols. Okay, so in removal of useless symbols, we have two kinds of useless symbols. Okay, so first is what? Non-generating symbols, and second is what? Unreachable or non-reachable symbols. Okay, so that comes under the category of useless symbols. Now the next is what? Removal of empty productions and removal of unit productions. Okay, so after performing these three steps, the resultant grammar will be called as a simplified grammar. Okay, so first we will start with the first step, that is removal of useless symbols. Okay, so and first we will start with the basic step, that is removal of non-generating symbols. So while removing non-generating symbols, we have two rules. First is what? Basis rule, and second is what? Induction rule. So what the basis rule says? So it says every symbol of set T, so T is nothing but the set of terminal, is generating because it generates itself. As we know that alphabets or any input symbol is the basic of every finite automata, or we can say for every CFG also. Okay, so they don't need to generate by others. Okay, so they generate itself. Okay, so that is nothing but all the symbols, means set of T contains suppose 4 symbols, then all 4 symbols are auto generated. Okay, so on the basis of this we have induction. So what induction says? So suppose there is a production A tends to alpha, and every symbol of alpha is generating. Okay, so this alpha may contain a string of only terminals, non-terminals, as well as a combination of terminal as well as non-terminal. Okay, so here consider any combination of these two. Okay, and every symbol of alpha is generating, then A will also be generating. Okay, so what we have said here, what we have learned from the induction, so if the right side of the given production is totally generating, means every symbol present in the right side of the production is generating, then its head will get generating. Okay, so that is the basis. Okay, so remember one thing, that if RHS of the production is generating, then its head will get generated. Okay, in case of removal of non-generating symbols. Okay, so here we can move from right to left. Okay, so arrow is from right to left, not left to right. Means it is not possible that if head is generating, then every symbol of body it will be generating. This will not be happen. Okay, so what will happen if every symbol of the body part of the production is generating, then it head will get auto generated according to the induction. Okay, so that are the two rules to remove the non-generating symbols. Okay, so now we will take one example. So consider this is the grammar. Okay, now we will take this an example. So we have to observe what are the non-generating symbols present in the given grammar and how we can remove them. Okay, so here we have 4 productions. So I have listed here the number of variables, then number of terminals as well. Okay, so S, A, B, X are variables and T, A, B, small x, D are the terminals. Okay, now we will see according to the basis that all the symbols of set C are generating. Means what? A, symbol small b, symbol X and D are generating symbols according to basis. Okay, so these 4 symbols are now generating symbols. Okay, now next, according to induction, so we will apply induction on the basis of this. Okay, so there is a production A tends to alpha and every symbol of alpha is generating, then its head will also get generated. Okay, so we will observe from the start symbol. Okay, so first production is S tends to small a b. Now here small a is generating, but we don't know about capital B. Okay, now next production is what? S tends to bx. Here B is generating, but capital X is not generating. Okay, so again we don't know anything about S. Now we will observe for the next, that is A tends to BAD. Here we have A and D as generating symbols, but we don't have capital B as generating. So here is the same case. S is not generating as well as capital X is also not generating. But here we have last production, that is capital A tends to small a. Okay, so here capital A tends to small a is the production and A is generating symbol from the basis. Okay, according to the basis. Okay, so if RHS of the production is generating, then we can say its head will get generated. Okay, so A is also generating according to the induction. Okay, so according to induction. Now next we will observe the next symbol. Okay, next production. So B tends to B A S B. So we don't know S anything about S and B. Okay, now later we have B tends to B B X. Here also we don't know capital B and X are generating or not. Still we don't have these two as non-generating symbols, generating symbols. Okay, so now next is what? Capital X tends to S B D. This total is not generating. Again ABX, this total is again not generating. Now we have last production, that is X tends to AD. Okay, so X tends to small a, small d is there, and small a and small d are generating symbols. Okay, so capital X will get generated over here. Okay, so now my X will also get generated. Okay, so now again we will observe the same from first production. Okay, now we have A, B, X, D small letters and capital A, capital X as generating symbols. Okay, so now S tends to A, B. We don't know B as generating symbols till. Okay, now next we have production S tends to BX, where B is generating according to basis and capital X is also generating according to induction. That's why S will also get generated, that is S tends to BX according to induction. Okay, now we have again S as a generating symbol. Okay, now next we will observe for A. Okay, so A tends to A is already done. Okay, so last time A is generating according to the induction. We have observed that. Okay, so we don't need to try for these productions. Okay, now next B tends to BSB. Okay, again B is represented in terms of B, so we cannot say that B is generating. Again here the same is the case, that is B is in term of capital B only. Okay, now X is also already generating symbols. Okay, so if we observe this thing, okay, so we have observed that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 out of total 8 symbols we have got generated. Total 7 symbols mean B cannot be generated at all, because B is in terms of capital B only, and we don't have B as generating symbols, and it is not possible to prove that B is generating. Means what? So B, capital B is now non-generating symbol. Okay, so now we should remove them. Okay, so we will see how we can remove this. So we have to remove all the productions that contains B. Okay, so S tends to small a capital B, so here we have B, so this transition will not be there in further set of productions. Okay, so S tends to AB will be omitted. Now next BX, here we can have S tends to BX. Now next A tends to BAD, here we have capital B, so we have to omit this. Okay, now next is A tends to BSX, we don't have capital B in body part of A production. Okay, and again A. Okay, now we have to omit this total production. Okay, now next is what? X tends to SBD. Okay, we cannot include this because we have capital B over here. Again, we don't include this transition. Okay, so we can write now X tends to AD. Okay, so this will be our resultant grammar, which are containing only generating symbols. Okay, so that was related to removal of non-generating symbols. Okay, so remember one thing, that is if all the symbols of the body of the production are generating, then its head will also get generated. Okay, means arrow moves from right to left. Okay, this need to be remembered, because in case of removal of unreachable symbols, the arrow will get reversed. Okay, so don't get confused about this. Okay, so remember these two arrows. Okay, so this is our resultant grammar, and this grammar will be given as input to next step, that is nothing but B step, the removal of unreachable symbols. Okay.